Welcome to my channel. We'll be discussing current events. I'll be offering healthy recipes and tips on how to be a baddie on a budget. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to share.
Hey everybody. So as many of you I'm sure are aware of, Pastor Jamal Bryant has responded to Monique's accusations that he was seeing another woman at the same time he was seeing Giselle, as well as saying their relationship was not real and it was just for TV. And I do use that word pastor very loosely. So I am not going to air his response. You can find it on his YouTube channel. It's about 25 minutes or so. Feel free to go watch. But I did jot down a few notes that I wanted to make sure to respond to. First off, he brought out a binder, I guess kind of like to mock Monique. And I felt like that was super goofy, very immature, rehearsed, and you can tell just by him doing that it was kind of rehearsed. And any men that are God-fearing, who are mature and responsible, would have told him that that was a bad idea. I think it was, just childlike behavior, a way another woman would have reacted. I wouldn't have expected it from a man. Honestly, I would not associate myself with a man that behaves in this manner at all. Not on a romantic relationship, even on a friendship level. I wouldn't want to be bothered with a man so petty, so silly. If you wanted to address the accusations, just address the accusations very direct. It was no need for him to put on this whole show about it. I think Giselle should be even more embarrassed now that he has spoken out. Like, I'll get more into it, but I definitely think Giselle should be more embarrassed about the whole situation now. New Birth, are y'all really claiming this man as your leader, as your pastor? This is someone that you really look up to? Because I don't see it. He starts out pretending to be positive. However, he wants to let us know all of the great things he does for the community. Has nothing to do with the accusations. And like I said, he's a narcissist. Plain and simple. He wants applause for waking up in the morning, pretty much. He tells us how much he has done for the community, the food drives, etc. Excuse me, but that is what a church should be in the community for. Like, why do you think you should get an award for walking, for waking up? Nobody is going to do cartwheels down the hallway because you're doing what you are supposed to be doing as God's servant. Let's get that pretty clear. He says that he was against Giselle and Real Housewives, the whole series, the reality show. He was against it, against his better judgment, that he went on the show based on rekindling things with Giselle. And he says that he definitely regrets it and he will never appear on another episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. He says that Giselle asked him not to respond to Monique, but yet here we are, and he is responding to Monique. Go figure. What I want you guys to focus on most when you watch the response is what he does not say. Not really so much as what he says, because this is what abusive men do. This is what narcissists do. They play on words and they use your sensibility to their advantage. Okay, according to him, the show has been a gross misrepresentation of his character, his ministry, and his manhood. Now, what does that really mean? I'll tell you. Pretty much what it means is he wasn't put on in the best light. They weren't singing his praises, and now he wants to have a temper tantrum about it. Pretty simple. He made an excuse regarding the photo shoot, why he missed the photo shoot, which is understandable. And they did let us know that on the show. He was coming in from a long trip. His flight was delayed. They did tell us all that information on the show. Regarding the photo shoot, what could have happened was he could have made sure Giselle knew that it was important to him and rescheduled maybe for a different day, or even did a different photo shoot at a later date with his family if it was indeed important to him. That's the part I didn't like. Okay, yeah, let them go ahead. You had the hair, makeup, and every photographer there. Go ahead and do the photo shoot. But why didn't you circle back and do another photo shoot with your family? He also didn't show up when Giselle won her award. So I just find that important things in Giselle's life, he doesn't show up for. I just recently, a couple of weeks ago, saw him at the girl from Love and Hip Hop. I forgot her name. She got engaged. He was there with her and BK's engagement, but he can't find time to be there for his supposed ex-wife and his, I guess he would say girlfriend, because they're not engaged. He says that we foolishly thought that the show was in real time. No, sir, we've been watching reality shows enough to know that things aren't in real time. They have to be edited and then brought to us on the TV screen. So you're the only fool. I really don't care when the show was filmed. What transpired was real. The lack of the lack of encouragement, that excitement that the girls, his daughters, had about him reuniting with their mother is important, whether it was last year, 3 years ago, or today's time. They were not excited about that. They were in total disagreement of it. And then he went on to say that his girls are indeed daddy's girls because they wear New Birth t-shirts every day. I don't understand that. And dads, let me talk to you real quick. You're really doing your daughters a disservice by not listening to their feelings. Because his daughters wear a New Birth t-shirt doesn't mean that they're daddy's girls. It doesn't mean that they respect you. It doesn't mean that they love and care about you. They're just wearing a New Birth t-shirt, maybe just to support you, to try to show you their support. But the way they spoke about you each and every time Giselle mentioned you and they had a conversation does not equate to daddy's girls. For so long, and I'm just inserting my own personal life, for so long I desired to be a daddy's girl. I did everything I could to try to force my dad to accept me, to love me, to cherish me, to brag about me, etc. And you know, that day never came, and I'm okay with it now. However, he bragged to other people how I was a daddy's girl, which I searched and I searched and I searched for that love, but it was never in return. And I didn't have respect. I didn't have respect for him. So, you know, that's what I see from the girls. They weren't on board with the whole situation. And he didn't say anything bad about Giselle's father. He just said that he respected him. Giselle's father was against it. He knows the type of man Jamal is. And it's really sad and kind of pathetic, I feel like, on Giselle's part, a little irresponsible for her to push this on her entire family. And it's selfish. Then he went on to say that he, in fact, is single. He's not engaged. He's not married. I guess to let us know if he was dealing with that woman that the text messages were from, that he had every right to do so. Again, embarrassing to Giselle. Now, one time in this conversation, did Jamal Bryant say, I was not seeing this woman romantically. She's crazy. She's lying on me. Never. Jamal Bryant, the only thing that we needed to hear from you was, I was not seeing that woman at the same time that Giselle and I rekindled our relationship, and I did not tell her that our relationship was not real, because it is real, and I love and adore Giselle. Never said it, never even mentioned the fact that he loved Giselle. This relationship is real, and that was what was in question. He never addressed it. So again, I want you to pay attention what he does not say when he's quote unquote addressing this rumor. He never says it. He never addresses it. He goes all around the mulberry bush and wants us to think that he's this great man, but you're not. He basically, to me, admitted that pretty much he was just having sex with this woman, and she's mad that things didn't go further for the most part. Do I think she's clout chasing? Absolutely. But what men need to realize is a woman wouldn't have that ammunition if you didn't provide it to her. So yeah, it's easy to try to blame her for outing you, but had you not acted irresponsibly, she wouldn't have anything to out you about. The fact that her and her sister were starting a magazine, which didn't have anything to do with the price of beans in Mexico. I just thought his behavior was pretty much coonish, and nothing short of it. He said that he's not sleeping with any women in his church. He's not having an inappropriate relationship with any woman in his church. He doesn't have children with any women in his church. Again, pay attention to what he's not saying. He's not saying Giselle is the only woman that I'm seeing. She's the only woman I'm interested in. I'm in love. We will be remarried. She will be my wife. She will be the first lady again. Nope. He says nothing like that. Now, I'm not going to address whatever he said about Monique's husband, Chris. Basically, he was inferring that Chris is an abusive man. Okay, whatever. I don't know anything about that. I'm not going to either defend or say that it's true. I don't know anything about it. He went on to make idle threats. He's saying that Monique has his phone number, but he knows their address, and how he's from Baltimore. He just lives in Atlanta, whatever that means. So yeah, I just think the whole thing was foolishness, and he should have just kept his mouth shut if he wasn't going to address the actual rumor, which was you were seeing that woman at the same time you were rekindling your relationship with Giselle, and that you told her the relationship was just for TV. You didn't address either of those things. And you're a pastor. Giselle has already confirmed that you're fornicating as a pastor. Let's address those situations. Again, these are just my opinions, not the law. Thank you guys for watching until the end. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, please, so that my video comes up on YouTube when people are watching other YouTube channels. Thank you.